Welcome to Wigan Warriors Foundation pre-recorded rugby sessions. My name's Brad, I'm the Lancashire Development Officer and I will be doing the first part of the session.
And my name's Simon and I'm the Rugby League Development Officer for Wigan Foundation, and I'm going to be doing the second part of each session.
You're going to need one pillow, a cushion and 6 pairs of socks. I would like you to make sure that you do have plenty of room for today's session. If you're at home, for example, you're going to need plenty of room, so make sure there's nothing you're going to be able to knock over, such as lamps or anything fragile. For the start of today's lesson, we're going to go straight into a warm-up. So to start with, we're going to start at the bottom of our bodies and work our way up. So what I'd like you to do is raise your leg, balance on one foot and rotate your ankle for 10 seconds. And then we're going to swap over once we've finished that one. And change. If you're struggling to lift your leg, just do it a little bit lower to the ground, or if you're doing really well, raise it a little bit higher. Okay, I'm finished there. So for the next one, we're going to work our calf muscles. So I want your feet shoulder width apart, and we're going to try and touch our opposite foot with our opposite hand. So you're going to do left hand to right foot and right hand to left foot. So off we go. Keeping your legs straight, keeping your back straight. If you can't touch your toes, don't worry. Just try and get as close as you can. And that'll do. Next up, we're going to move on to doing some bum flicks. So I'm going to face this way so you can see, and off we go. Moving your arms as well at the same time. We're going to move on to high knees this time, so off we go. Get them as high as you can. Next up, we're going to move on to hip rotation, so really swing your hips out, keeping your feet still. For the next one, we're going to move on to our lower backs and also our hamstrings. So I want your feet to create a right angle from the middle, and then we're just going to try and touch our toes. So keeping your legs nice and straight on the floor, and I want you to try and touch your toes. If you can't touch your toes, just get as far as you can and hold there for 10 seconds. And swap over. So we're going to try and reach for this one. So I want us all to jump up back on our feet, and for the next one we're going to do some nice lunges. So we're going to step forward with our left foot and just bend both of our knees, so we should create one right angle at the front and also one right angle at the back. We're going to hold it there for a few seconds and back, and then swap. So we're going to change to our right, hold it there and back up, back to our left foot again, hold it there, try and get a bit further down this time if you can, and back, and back again, and we're going to do a couple more. So hold it there best you can. You're doing really well, everyone, keep going. And back. And one more on each leg. So really stretch it out, guys. You should be able to feel it on the front of your leg here. And change for the last time. Okay, we're going to go into a couple of leg swings now, so I'm just going to face the other way so you can see. And we're just going to do a quick jog and then swing with one foot, put your arm out in front and see if you can kick your hand, keeping your leg nice and straight. And you should be able to feel it on the back of your leg. Last couple. And finish there. Moving on, I want us to raise our arms out nice and wide, and we're just going to create nice little circles, so we're going to go for tennis balls first. You can do it a bit faster. And we're going to go to footballs. So you can do a bit faster, off you go, faster. And we're going to go for the big gym balls now, so nice and wide. As big as you can. And who can go as fast as they possibly can, off you go. And 3, 2, 1, and slow down. The focus of week 1 is going to be throwing and catching. So for the first part of today's lesson, you're all going to need a cushion and your 6 pairs of socks. So I want everyone to sit on the cushion. I want you to have your balls next to you, and all we're going to do is just do one throw, put it down next to you, grab the next one, and off we go. So you catch, throw it up with 2 hands, and catch with 2 hands for this one. And finish there. Moving back, if you're finding that easy, I want you to throw it up with your right and catch with your left. Throw it a bit higher if you want to test yourself a bit more. Well done if you managed to complete that part. We're going to move on to the next part now, so we're going to have one ball above our head, throw it up and move on. So keeping your hands above your head at all times when you're throwing and catching. And then if you find that easy, we're going to do the same again coming back, but I want you to do it with 1 hand this time, so off we go. If you're comfortable doing it with 2, keep it with 2. And throw a bit higher if you want to test yourself a bit more. This time we're going to try and fit as many claps in as we can when we throw it up and down, so. And finish there. Right, I want everyone to move onto the knees. And then we're going to do the same again, 2 hands, off we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Coming back, we're going to do 1 hand to the other. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Set your balls again on this side, hands above his head, 2 hands, and off we go. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Coming back above his head, I'm going to swap from his left to right. So make sure your hands are above your head, nice and straight. And this time we're going back again with our claps, so we're going to go. To test ourselves a little bit more, we're going to try for key stage 2. I want you to go onto one knee. We're going to throw with our right hand, clapping and then catching on the left. Okay, so you're going to have to test yourself with your balance a bit more this time. I want everyone to stand up onto their feet, move your cushion out of the way, and off we go again. So we're going to bend our knees to pick the balls up, and then I want them nice and straight again when we throw. And coming back, one hand, if you find that easier. And this time we're going to go above our heads with two hands to start. And this time we're going to go hands above our head from right to left. Onto two-hand clap. Oh, I dropped that one. To test our skills a little bit further, we're going to go from right hand to left and try and get some claps in the middle. You have to keep your eye on the ball as it floats through the air. And finish there. We're now going to go into a little challenge. So you're going to pick a ball up, you're going to run on the spot, and you're going to complete 6 throws up and down with each ball. Then you're going to put the ball to the other side on the floor. You will keep going till all the balls are transferred from this side onto this side. Okay, so I'm going to start again. Are we all ready? Off we go. And finish there. Well done if you managed to complete that challenge and throw it up and down every time and catch it again. If you feel more comfortable for the next challenge, I'd like you to go onto your knees. So for the next part, we're going to do the same again, except we're going to do one-handed 6 times whilst jogging. Okay, we'll start again. Are we all ready? Off we go. That's 1. 2. 3. 3. 4. 5. I'm on my last one, guys, so you should be joining me as well. Try and catch me up if you're behind. And finish there. Hands up if you managed to finish before me. Okay, if you managed to catch up, well done. Grab yourselves a quick drink of water. I'll give you 30 seconds, so there'll be a timer that comes on, and I want to see you all back here in 30 seconds. Off you go. The next game we're going to play today is called Battleships. So what you're going to need is either your cushion or your pillow. It's totally up to you which one you want to use. For this one, I'm going to use my pillow. You need to find a space next to the wall where you can stand your pillow up, or if you're going to use your cushion, you can stand your cushion up against the wall. I'm just going to use my pillow for this one because it's a bit easier for me. You need to grab your 6 balls in your hands, and then you're going to take 3 big steps away from your target, so from your battleship. So we're going to take 1, 2 and 3. Place your balls on the floor, and then I want everyone to face your target. So you're going to face your target this way, and then I want you to turn to your left. So I'm going to turn this way, and then we're all going to sit on the floor together like so. I'm just going to do a quick demonstration. So this is what we need to do to be able to play Battleships. The aim of the game is to hit our pillow or cushion, which is our battleship, throw the balls, and then if we manage to hit 4 balls onto the cushion, we manage to sink our ship. So I'm going to put the ball in my left pocket, I'm going to swing, throw, and follow through with my arms. So just as a practice, I'm just going to show you. So if it bounces and hits, that counts. Okay, that one went wide, so that one doesn't count. I've only managed to hit 1 so far. So that's 2, 3, 4. I've managed to sink my ship, and for an extra point, I'm going to hit it again. So I managed to get 5 points that time for my team. We're all going to have a go together now. So off we go. Keeping the ball in our left pocket and swinging through. Follow through with your arms, don't forget. And finish there. I want everyone to collect your balls in as quick as you can. We're going to take 3 big steps again, so 1, 2 and 3. And this time we're going to face the other direction, so you're going to be putting the ball in your right pocket. So we're going to go with our right hand this time, right pocket, looking at the target and throwing. Off we go. So you guys join in, off you go. I managed to hit 4 that time. Hands up if you managed to beat 4. Well done if you managed to beat me that time, excellent. Collect all your balls again. And this time we're going to go onto our knees. So staying with our right hand, putting our balls down to the side, 3 steps away, and off we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I managed to get 5 that time. Collect your balls in, and then we're going to change which direction we're going to throw. If you're finding that relatively easy, what I want you to do is you can either put your pillow facing up as such, or you can swap to a smaller target, which is your cushion. So I'm going to swap my pillow for my cushion. I want you to pick your balls up and take 3 big steps away again. So 1, 2 and 3. Facing the other way this time, and we're going to pass with our opposite hands. So keeping the ball in our pocket again, off we go. Should be a little bit trickier this time. Collect your balls in. And then we're going to move into a standing position. So we're going to bend our knees, pick the ball up, put it in our pocket, and off we go. So 3, 2, 1, off we go. Collect your balls in, and then we're going to change direction. So we're going to take our 3 big steps again and face in the opposite direction. So we're going to bend our knees again, pick them up, and off we go. So I want to see everyone following through with their arms and finishing up, pointing our fingers at the target. Well done if you managed to hit everyone that time. We're going to move it on this time. So collect your balls in, and this time I'm going to give you a choice. You can either do it sitting down, on your knees, or standing up. So instead of taking 3 steps this time, I'm going to make it a little bit more difficult. I'm going to take 4 away. So take 4 really big ones away. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. And I'm going to do it on my knees this time. So don't forget, you can do it sitting down, on your knees, or standing up. It's totally up to you. Alright, and off we go. So I really want you to follow through with your arms this time. You're going to need to generate a lot more power in your throw. And stand up again, collect your balls in. And we're going to change what direction we were throwing. So if you were throwing the same as me that time, I want you to swap over and throw from the opposite direction. Not forgetting our big 4 steps. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. Balls down at the side. Alright, and off we go. Well done if you managed to get more than 4 that time, that's a great job. I'd like you to have another go at trying out battleships. So if you're feeling comfortable doing it from a sitting position, I want you to go onto your knees. If you've been having more of a go on your knees, I'd like you to do it standing. If you're very confident, I'd like you to try and do it 5 steps away if you have the space. If you don't have the space, just have another go at taking 4 steps. For the next part of the lesson, we're going to have a class competition, so we're going to put our skills to the test. We're first off going to start taking 3 steps away, and then we're going to throw from here. So if I'm on my knees from here, I'm going to throw my 6 balls at the target. I can only move on to the next stage once I've hit the target with all 6 balls. So once I've gone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, successfully hitting the target, I then collect my balls in, and I can now take 4 steps away, so I'm on to the second stage of the game. Same again at this stage. Once I've hit all 6 with the target, I can move on to 5 steps. You've now got 1 minute to get as far as you can and try and get to the last stage, which is the 5 steps. And finish there. Hands up if you managed to get to 4 steps. Well done everyone. Hands up if you managed to get to 5 steps. Fantastic work if you managed to get to 5 steps, well done.
Hello everyone, my name's Simon and I'm going to be doing the next part of your session now, which is catching. And all you're going to need for this is your cushion, your pillow and your 6 socks or balls, whatever you've got at home or in school. And all we're going to do is lie down on our cushion and our pillow. So we can sit down, lie back and make sure we've got our 6 socks or balls right next to us this side. Right, okay, so we've got our equipment now and we're lied down. If you want to be a little bit more stable, we can bend our knees so we're not all wobbly. And all we're going to do is get our first ball or sock and we're going to throw it up and catch 6 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. And put the next one down to our left. And above, 1, 2, and you can throw it as high as you want to or low as you want to. 4, 5, and that's 6, and down. Once we've done 2, we're going to pass from our side this time. So we're going to get a pair of socks or a ball, put it from our right hand side, throw it up, 1, down again, 2, 3, 4, 5, try and get it a little bit higher, and that's 6, and down. Same again from our right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Once we've done it from our right hand side, we're going to put the balls or socks on our left hand side and throw from the left. So up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. 1, make sure we're keeping an eye on the ball. 2, 3, 4, 5, try and get it higher, and 6, and down, and that's our first stage. Okay, so for anyone that doesn't feel comfortable with our next task, sitting up, or is struggling a little bit, you might be a little bit tired, what you can do is sit up nice and straight, grab your equipment, throw the ball up, and then once you've thrown it, you're going to touch a part of your body. So throw up, touch, catch, that's 1, touch, catch. Make sure it's a different body part each time. So throw up, catch, throw up, catch, 5, 6, and down. For the next one, we're going to make it a little bit more difficult for you. So again, we're going to need to be lied down with our socks and balls at the side of us. And all we're going to do is grab our first piece of equipment, put it behind our heads, and we're going to throw it in front of us and catch 6 times. Okay, so behind and up, and then catch. Make sure we're reacting to the ball. We can't see it, so as soon as it's in our eyesight, we react and catch. 3, 4, 5, 6. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay, that's our first 2. So for our next one, all we're going to do is have the ball at our chest. We're going to sit up, throw and catch. That's 1. Up, throw and catch. 2. If that's too easy, again, throw it higher. Up, catch. 3. Up and catch. 4. Keeping an eye on the ball. 5, 6, and down. One more time. On our backs and up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and for our last 2, all we're going to do is lie down again. Okay, we can have our knees bent or straight, whatever you prefer. And we're going to start with the ball at the bottom like this and throw it behind our heads. Okay, so it's the opposite from our first task. So we're going to do that 6 times. So throw it up. 2, try and get it behind your heads. 3, 4. This one might be a little bit difficult. 5, 6. That's our last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, you're going to have to react. 6. And that's our last task. So for our next task, we're going to set yourself a little challenge. You can do this against your classmates or whoever you're at home with. And all we're going to do is lie down on our backs, spread our arms out as far as we can, and put a pair of socks underneath each arm. So down, make sure we've got a pair of socks there, stretch all the way across, put our other pair of socks down there. Okay, make sure these socks don't move, they're not allowed to move. Okay, and with your last piece of equipment, all we're going to do is stretch, put it in our arms, and for 30 seconds, see how many times we can throw the pair of socks across our body and catch. Okay, once you throw across, do a better job than I did. Okay, try and catch it. So once you throw across, catch, you must touch the pair of socks on that side. Okay, so all the way across and catch. We're going to do that for 30 seconds. See if you can beat anyone at home or in your class or even beat me. Okay, so 3, 2, 1, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Try and get all the way across. Make sure you keep an eye on the pair of socks or the ball. Don't take your eyes off it. Try and react. Keep it going. You can go as fast or as slow as you want to, and stop there. Okay, well done if you beat my score, which was 21. Okay, if you didn't beat my score, or you want to try and beat your own score, you can pause the video now and give it another go if you like. Okay, once you've done that, get yourselves a quick drink and we'll move on to the next task. Okay, so for our next task, all we're going to do is with our cushion, we're going to put it out at a distance in front of us, not too far away, and then we're going to get a pair of socks or our balls and put them in a pile at the other end, okay? And all we're going to do, you can take as much time as you want to in this task. You're going to get a piece of equipment, so your socks or your ball, throw it up 3 times while you're running, 2, 3, okay, and we're going to score a try at the cushion. So put the piece of equipment down, run back, next piece, 1, try and throw it high if you can do, 2, 3, score a try, all the way back, 1, 2, 3, and again all the way back, 1, 2, 3, all the way back. Make sure you keep an eye on the ball and throw it out in front of you, 1, 2, 3, down, all the way back, 1, 2, 3, and score your last try, and that's your task. Okay, so for our competition at home, it's going to be a time challenge. So again, try and beat your classmates or whoever you're at home with. You can try and beat my time if you like. And all we're going to do, it's the same game again. So you're going to grab your equipment or your pair of socks, and you're going to start with the first pair of socks by throwing the ball up once and catching. Okay, so ready, off you go. So you're going to throw it up once, score a try, go back, get your next pair of socks, 2 for your second one, run back, grab, this one's going to be 3 times, so your third, 2, 3, score a try, again try and get it as high as you can, 4 for your fourth pair, 2, 3, 4, down, 5 times for your fifth pair, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, score a try. You might have to do that a little bit quicker, and for your last one you're going to do it 6 times, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and catch, and all the way back and stop the time now. Okay, so for those who prefer to remain stationary, all we're going to do is we're going to play another game called try time, okay? And you're going to be sat down for this one. So we're going to get our socks or our balls and set it out like a clock in a circle at home. So all we're going to do, sit in the middle of our clock, okay? And for this one, it's going to be a time challenge, so you're going to need a timer. See if you can beat me at home. So you're going to grab your first pair of socks, throw it up 3 times as high as you can, 2, 3, and then we're going to score a try, reach out, put the socks down. Next one, 1, 2, 3, try and get it as high as you can, score a try, 1, 2, 3. Reach out, score a try. Socks behind you. 1, 2, 3. Socks behind you. Grab your next one. 1, 2, 3. Next one. 1, 2, 3. And score your last try. And see if you can beat my time at home. If that's perfect for you, you can stay with this game, do it as many times as you like, and see if you can beat your time. If it's too easy, you can go onto your knees, okay, in the same game again. So all the way around 3 times, 1, 2, 3, and score a try. If that's too easy, you can go one-handed all the way around, 2, 3, and score a try. And if that's too easy for you and you want to make it even more difficult, you can change the amount of times you throw. So you can do 5 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and score a try. Okay, so once you've had enough practices, you can pause the video right now, have as many goals as you like to, make sure you get it perfect, and then we can turn it into a competition. Okay, well done everyone today in taking part of today's pre-recorded rugby league session. We hope you've enjoyed it. We hope you might have even learned something new or gotten even better. We want you to try and get better even more though, so we're going to give you 3 homework challenges that you can do when you get home. Okay, 2 of them are going to be a physical challenge on throwing and catching, which you've learned today, and 1's going to be done a practical, so a drawing challenge. Okay, so for your first homework challenge is going to be a throwing challenge. Alright, what you're going to need at home is you can use your couch or your sofa, anything you can put 3 items on. You're going to need 3 items, okay? Try and get them different sizes, so a bigger object, a smaller object, and a medium one, or even smaller. It can be anything you like that's safe to use. You're going to use your 6 pairs of socks, okay? Put them down, and all it's going to be, pick a pair of socks up and try throw like you've learned today and try and hit your target. So pick a pair up, throw, that's 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, okay? Once you've done it one direction, change and swap to the other direction, and then try and beat your score at home. Okay, so for your next homework challenge, it's going to be based on catching that you've learned today. All you're going to need at home is somebody you live with, so it can be mum, dad, sister, brother, anybody at home you can live with, and yourself. You're going to lie down on the floor, okay? And you're going to need 6 items that your partner's going to use. So we're going to use our pair of socks, and all we're going to do is the person that stood up with the pair of socks, you're going to stand over your partner, okay? Hold the piece of equipment and drop, and then that person on the floor is going to try and catch. So once you've had one go, try and get as many catches as you can. Make sure the person on the floor is keeping an eye on the piece of equipment.
The last homework challenge, you'll be designing your own kit. So your teacher at the end of the lesson will give you a template of a t-shirt, and you guys have to fill and colour in. Well done for completing week 1 of pre-recorded rugby league lessons with myself, Brad, and Simon. We hope you've enjoyed it and had a really good time. We look forward to seeing some of your homework challenges, and we hope that you've taken part in those at home with your family. If you want to include any feedback to us, you can send it to us at our foundation email, which is on the bottom of the screen now. I'd just like to give a big thanks from myself and Simon for participating in today's lesson.